Boker Tov, good morning to my dear congregants and friends at Keilat Shiftei Yisrael. I want to share with you an important message today and also just let you know, today is Yom Shishi, it's Friday. And Shabbat, we're about to enter Shabbat in a few hours. It's going to be a different Shabbat than every other Shabbat that we've experienced, but we're going to make the most of it. We're going to do it together. We're going to have a Kumzitz Kabbalat Shabbat before Shabbat on Zoom. We're going to have Havdalah together afterwards on Zoom as well. So we're going to do the best that we can to make the most of the Shabbat. So here's an important message about Shabbat. In this parasha, Vayakel, we discuss the building of the Mishkan. Yet the Torah presents the building of the Mishkan first by speaking about Shabbat. What's the connection between the Mishkan and Shabbat? So Chazal teach us that we learn about what you're not allowed to do on Shabbat from what the activities they did to build the Mishkan. All the malachot that are prohibited on Shabbat are derived from the Mishkan. It also teaches us that no matter how important the Mishkan is to build, there's something more important, and that is Shabbat. Shabbat is sacrosanct. Shabbat is more important than any work, even the building of the Mishkan. This raises an important question for us. In this time and day, with this whole pandemic going around, many of us are unfortunately not able to work, and this is very tough for many of our families. And please God, we should all have parnasah, and everyone should be okay. But it also does raise some fundamental questions about the life balance that we've created in our society. Somehow it feels like work has become the most important priority in our society, getting ahead, being ambitious, making money. And this unfortunately takes its toll on the family, takes its toll on our marriages, it takes its toll on our friendships and on our religious pursuits. And so this situation is causing us to reassess how we balance life and family and other priorities in our life. But the second idea which I want to mention is that Shabbat is called in this parasha Shabbat Shabbaton. We read in the pasuk, Vayom Hashvi'i Yelachem Kodesh Shabbat Shabbaton LaHashem. What's the difference between calling Shabbat Shabbat in the singular versus Shabbat Shabbaton? A rest of rest, the ultimate rest. And Rav Baruch Halevi Epstein explains in his Tosefet Bracha that to say Uvayom Hashvi'i Yelachem Kodesh Shabbat, just to say that there's going to be Shabbat means that we rest from work. Shabbat Shabbaton means that we add something to our Shabbat. We add another element of Kedusha, of Kavod Shabbat, of Oneg Shabbat, of Menuchat Shabbat. Shabbat is not just a day that we refrain from work. Shabbat is an elevated day in which we bring spiritual meaning into it through tefillah, through davening, through time with our family, through kiddush, through havdalah, through all the things that we do throughout Shabbat. Please God, we will succeed in making this Shabbat a true Shabbat Shabbaton. So wishing you all a beautiful, beautiful Shabbat with you and your families. And for those of you who are alone, unfortunately, the Shabbat, we're thinking about you and we're with you. We're with you in spirit. And please God, everyone should be safe and healthy. We'll send out information about Shabbat plans in the coming hours. Call to.